I'd like to call the meeting of the Ways and Means of the Bay County Commission to order. Just take the roll, please.
Here.
Here.
Left.
Here.
Yes, I'm
Here.
here.
Ryder.
Yep. Here.
Minutes from 6/4/19. Motion approved.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, public input. If anyone from the public would like to speak, please come forward now. Be a perfect time. Nobody. Okay. Maybe we'd have somebody. Okay, on to petitions and communications from the Register of Deeds of Travel request for Property Records Industry Association Conference.
So moved. Support.
Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, from the Chair of the Bay County Medical Care Facility Board of Directors, 457 Board appointment. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Do you want to appoint somebody?
Well, I saw that. What's going on there now? I thought, was Mike on there?
Do you want to say something, Sandy?
What had happened was when I saw that you had changed your structure from the commissioners being the board to the 5 members, I noticed that there was a general county, there was the library, and there was Bay Medical Care Facility, but there was no of the 5 members representative from Bay Medical Care Facility. So we requested that Mike Regulski be placed on there to give adequate representation to that group.
So moved.
Support.
Any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Sandy. Next, from Lakeshore Legal Aid request for support of Region 7 grant funding.
I don't have no July. Support.
Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. D, Golden Horizons Adult Care Center request for support of Region 7 grant funding.
So moved.
Support.
Discussion. I just want to say that this is, they do a lot with dementia and Alzheimer's patients over there, and they have, for people that are watching on TV, there's a lot of older adults that go there, and the people that work there are especially trained in caring for dementia and Alzheimer's, and we're one of the Bay County, it's hard to believe, but in the area, we're one of the only places that do that, Yes, Commissioner Krieger.
Yeah, and let me just add, we're very lucky to have their skill levels here in Bay County to work with our parents and spouses to get the help they need.
Yeah, I agree. And I know that, like I said, if you look throughout the county, there's nobody else who does it. Not that I know of, because a lot of times they come from the center there to the Bay Area Community Foundation for some funding too, and nobody else asks for it. But good skill level, take care of the people. That's what we want to do. Mr. Barsha.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate what's been said by Commissioner Krieger and yourself, Mr. Chair. They do an exceptional job, and it's amazing. We are sort of a leader. We have both young children in the daycare program and the child care that's provided there in combination with a lot of the seniors who sometimes are perfectly fine and other times they sort of lose their memory a little bit, sort of fades in and out, but they get great care there, and I know that I think that program is known far and wide for providing exceptional care for the population in need. So I just wanted to add to what you two have already said about it.
Any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. From the Director of Recreation Facilities, REALice.
So moved.
Support. Discussion. Commissioner Kuhn.
Johnny, I bet you got this information, but maybe next Tuesday you could kind of show us exactly how we're going to, or where we're going to save energy, whether it's probably hot water.
And electricity.
How's that electricity? How are you going to save it on electricity?
Well, we won't have to heat the water.
Well, you're heating water with gas. So
Right. We're going to be saving it's on the sheets also, because
Okay.
when we put cold water on the sheet of ice, it'll keep the temp down. It won't be, when we put the hot water down at 150 degrees, that's warming up the ice, which is making the compressors work a little harder to refreeze that.
Okay, yeah, so the electricity comes with the compressors, not the hot
Correct.
water.
Correct.
Is there a calculation that they show or that they've given us, the manufacturer, that will?
Well, each rink's a little different. We've got one rink that's saving $5,000 a month,
They're telling us that.
telling us that.
Right,
I don't believe that was just a reference check.
right. But
Told us that on the
do they
phone.
have the numbers that back up what we're doing now as opposed to what we're going to be doing when we buy this?
The company does have some numbers to represent. We will be getting a $10,500
I
rebate.
saw that.
Yep,
I saw that. That's good.
and the payback's
But-
about 1.6.
That's what they say, but until we see the numbers, it'd be nice to see the numbers. So I support the project, but
Commissioner Lutz.
they can say whatever they want
Sure.
to sell something
Right.
unless they have the numbers to back it up.
So the projected savings for our particular facility, I thought it was right around 11,000 a year, or right around.
Yeah, yep, it's 11,259 approximately for the year, which is broken down to 938 a month in the
So
savings.
about $1,000
Yep,
in savings of gas and electric.
right.
Plus you got, your compressors aren't working as often and it's hard.
It's easier on the equipment.
And that should make it last longer.
Right.
Reducing. I don't know if you can get any more finite numbers for Kim for next week.
I'll certainly get those to you.
I'm sure they got it. So.
Yep.
Hey, John, I'm sure that there's other places that have this piece of equipment. It'd be good, to see what, what some real experience with it, what it would have been, and that would help.
We'll be the first in the state
Yeah.
of Michigan for this.
Just something
There's a
else
lot
to
in the
know.
East Coast and out in the West Coast up in Canada.
Sure. Mr. Barsha.
Yeah, I just had a sort of related question, John. Could you give us a breakdown? I know we spend about $2 million with Bay City Electric, municipal electric, and then also a substantial amount with Consumers Energy. The facilities in the county are city electric customers.
Yep.
And now the Civic Arena, which is located in Bangor Township, is that Consumers Energy or Bay City? I see we're getting a grant from Bay City on that.
Yeah, that's a city electric over there.
It's Bangor Township.
Yep.
Do you know what the breakdown is between the two? And
I don't
because
know.
I know we had a shutdown, we had a power outage, and so compliments to you and your staff on the new generator.
Wow.
And with all the lithium batteries, we should have backup power now if we have another shortage.
That's for this section of the county downtown. It's a different grid system. You guys know that, right?
Well, actually, the Bay City Electric Light and Power is 20% cheaper than Consumers. So if, and you're talking 2 million, you must be talking all the facilities within the county.
I was curious
Yeah.
what the breakdown was between
That's the overall.
how much energy we
Yeah.
purchase from consumers versus the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I think we're all set, John, thanks.
Thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, from the Directive Department on Aging, the updated handyman services policy.
Mr. Chairman, I move to refer this back to administration, and then they can bring it back to us when they have
All support. Any discussion?
a different policy or a different way of doing it.
Okay.
It's a little more cumbersome than what we need to be dealing with here at the board.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 2, rescission of the Wonderful Times advertising policy.
So moved. Support.
Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Under G, the Community Outreach Production Coordinator, update to board chambers audio-video system.
So moved. Support.
Discussion. I just want to say, when I looked at the list of stuff here, and so the first thing I did was go ask Nick, since it looks like a foreign language to me, and he said that this is really good stuff, and, he agrees with it. He said we are underserved in what we had here before, and this will put the room right up to snuff, and it should work good, right, Nick? He said, yeah, he's giving me a thumbs up, so he agrees with everything that's on here, and he was here when they discussed it, so I trust his knowledge of the subject. Commissioner Begic.
We have a Simone system in our church that came in a few years ago, did a real good job getting it wired for sound, so they have a good reputation.
Perfect. So, seeing no more discussion, all's in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, the payables, general.
So, support.
Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. From the finance officer, budget adjustments, Board of Commissioners, Civic Arena, and Sheriff.
So moved.
Well, support.
Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Analysis of general fund equity 2019. Motion to receive in order.
So moved.
Support.
Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Executive Directive number 2000-11. Motion to receive.
So moved.
Support.
Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. From purchasing, the office supply contract renewal.
So moved.
Support.
Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. From information systems, the Bay Metro Support and Services.
So moved.
Support.
Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And from information systems, the TPT SpeedConnect, formerly SpeedConnect, agreement renewal.
So,
Support.
Discussion. Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Are there any referrals? Any unfinished business? Any new business? Closed session? She says no. Miscellaneous. Commissioner Krieger.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you to the individuals that participated in our 2019 Beach Wellness Run and Walk. And I'm already planning for the 2020 Beach Wellness. And in 2020, we'll be doing something a little different. At the end of the runners, I'm going to encourage people to bring out their pet to walk in our Beach Wellness run next year in 2020. So there'll be more information coming out as time goes on. We'll be working with Frankie, with a
Dr. Frankie, yeah.
veterinarian out in the center to help get information out. So it won't be a timed event. We just want to encourage people to bring their pets and enjoy the walk out to Tobico and through the park. So,
How's the weather? Good?
oh, Saturday was fantastic.
Perfect.
Very pleased.
I just wanted to compliment Commissioner Krieger, Commissioner Coonan, and Mr. Redmond on their involvement again this year in the Beach Wellness event. It was beautiful weather, great turnout. Saw some amazing runners do the 10K coming across, and everybody that was there, I think, enjoyed the day and the event. Raised some great money for beach, improvements at the Bay City State Park, and it couldn't have been a better event, in my opinion. And I think it's a great idea to consider having some people maybe take a walk and walk their dog. Their pets can stay healthy as well as themselves, and it's a great event. And thank you for all that you did. Yet another successful event this year.
And I should add, though, it wasn't something that came from Kim or I. It was actually the daughter of Kim that suggested that we should think about doing it, because most of us have pets. And what better way to get exercise for the pet and to encourage someone else to walk than to have that happen. So kudos to her idea. Thank you.
Commissioner Begic.
Reminder about the Auburn Orange Fest, July 11th to the 14th. The parade is at 1 o'clock on the 14th. They've been doing a lot of remodeling back there, the driveway, putting down some blacktop, and upgrading the area, so it should be good. Good.
Corn should be growing, right? Commissioner Coon.
Vaughn, they got ice arena out there, or
Yeah, they have a pavilion out there now that they can put hockey rink in, and they got basketball, and they have a farmer's market there, so there's quite a bit of stuff that they're doing there with that pavilion. They've got some grant money. They're working on a new walking trail, upgrading their walking trail out there also, so
That's nice.
it's looking good.
Any other miscellaneous? Any announcements?
Move to adjourn.
Support? All in favor?
Aye.